Hello, everybody. Welcome to Istanbul, the Metro Energy Sports Hall. This is the EuroLeague Women. It's game day 3, and in Group A, the battle between Fenerbahce and Olympiacos. With Olympiacos and Fenerbahce down at the bottom of the standings at 0-2, along with Virtus Segafredo Bologna, but it's early. In the competition already, so they'll be gunning for their first win. And Fenerbahce have also started 0-2. Still do not have their star Emma Messamon available. Still battling away with injury. So these two teams getting ready to get at it here in the city where East meets West. And Martin Zibar is the coach of Olympiacos. And I don't know how many people expected this team to make it back to the EuroLeague women this year, but what a great opportunity for all the players and for the coach himself. But with that comes additional pressure to get some wins. The wins are harder to come by in this elite competition in Europe. Ana Stamalambro, Aina Yuso. Oh, wait a minute. This is the starting five for Olympiacos and not the starting five for Fenerbahce. So I'll try to get you the Fenerbahce starting lineup as quickly as possible. That is correct. Marina Malkovic, who also has been the longtime coach, the head coach of Serbia's national team. She's got Ivana Ratza, her national team player, in her team. So the referees also lining up for today's game. And the referees for today's game, Zoran Mitrovsky, Gellert Kapitane, and Nemanja Ninkovic from North Macedonia, Hungary, and Serbia, respectively. So it's Istanbul, the Metro Energy Sports Hall, and hopefully the play will bring some energy to the Energy Sports Hall as, again, these teams not desperate for the first win, but they are desperate for the first win because you don't want to be backing yourself into a corner, having to go out and get a string of wins just to advance from the opening group phase. Definitely for Olympiacos, I think Fenerbahce probably are believing they can turn it on, but after coming off that double overtime setback in their last game, this game does take on added importance, and especially as they play at home. They lost in double overtime at KSC last time out, Sesgard, and we are now about ready to tip things off. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Istanbul, the city where East meets West. We are watching the EuroLeague women and Fenerbahce taking on Olympiacos in a battle of Turkey and Greece. Well, at least the clubs are based there, and both teams 0-2 coming into this game. Olympiacos turning it over after winning the opening tip, so now it's Fenerbahce attacking the basket to the right on your screen. And they don't mess around. They drive in and get their first two of the game. So starting fast. And hopefully their fans furious. But Shook for Olympiacos ties it up. That was Onar that scored. She's got the basketball there, passing it off. She was the one that scored for Fenerbahce at the very beginning. There's Onar again driving in and getting it up off the backboard and in. Impressive start for number 10 for Fenerbahce. And asking some questions of that defense here early on. No type of rim protection at all at the beginning of the game. And the ball turned over by Olympiacos. And Zebarts walks with a little bit of frustration over there in front of the bench as his team turns it over. This was Onar getting that second basket for Fenerbahce. Kia Stokes hands it off, and Kayla McBride misses. One of the veterans of the EuroLeague women, and a foul has been called. So Olcay Shakur Turgut, the Turkey international, fouled. And she was definitely sandwiched there, but got the benefit of the call. Now here she is passing it over to McBride. Natasha Howard travels. And another turnover has been called on Olympiacos. Oh, calling it pretty close. That was on Aina Ayuso. She was trying to run past the defender. Howard misses from deep, but the offensive rebound keeps it at this end. Now to the corner. It's good. How about that? Howard just keeps on plugging away and finally gets it to go. Wide open. She knows she needs to knock that one down. Samalambro gets in and puts it up and in. The Greece guard pulls her team back to within 3 points. And now here's another drive. And, well, they've got their opportunities they missed, but they're getting it back. That was Shakur Turgut who missed the layup. She's got it now. Pulls up just a little bit behind the charity stripe. And her soft touch gets that basketball to drop. Gustafson hands it off. Now she's going to roll to the basket. So fumbled the ball away, but nevertheless gets it down low. And as she goes up for the layup attempt, Stamati is fouled by Kia Stokes. She'll be stoked to get to the line. And does indeed sink the first. Does the lot, or no, excuse me, that is Kylie Shook who is fouled. And Shook makes the first but misses the second. Kayla McBride gets in and puts it up and in. Boy, they're just finding it way too easy here at the start of the game. Stamalambro gets it out to Shook. There's the offensive the picking up the loose ball and scoring was Ayuso. Shakur Turgut passes it back outside. Onar just off the cup and into the hands of Kylie Shook. Gustafson, nice pass. Nice finish. A chance for a three-point play. Stamalambro. But so far, what we've seen from Gustafson is excellent. She is showing you that she can do a lot more than just score. Her passing coming into play. And quite the the intelligent playmaker, showing you why she has such a big reputation. Alejandro does indeed make the free throw to pull Olympiacos to within 1 point, nearly 5 minutes into the contest. McBride now, she passes to Shaka Turgut, and Howard there for the follow. Gustafson again dumps it down low. Shook. Well, she's going to shake him all night long with the way she's playing here at the start of the game. Shaka Turgut misses, flailing, just kind of throws the pass up. And Ayuso and Olympiacos with a chance to go in front. Shook takes what the defense gives, and then she's blocked by Stokes as she tries to go up with the left hand. Howard trying to post up Gustafson. Oh, she does a great job of just kind of using her body and then turning and getting the easiest of layups. Foul called on McBride. Well, so far Fenerbahce doing all their damage in and around the basket. So a lot of questions being asked of that Olympiacos defense right at the start. 12 of their 15 points, Fenerbahce have been scored in the paint. Olivia Pupa checks into the game. The French point guard comes in for McBride. Also, Razza checks into the game. Leonard goes out. Razza, oh no, that was also a change in the lineup for Fenerbahce. Mijana Djordjevic knocking that ball away. Now Howard had some success last time down, and she goes right at Gustafson again. And Marina Malkovich thinks her team can get the easy shots. They just got to take it to them, and so far that is exactly what's happened. So fortunate situation for Stamati, but then she turns it over. Apupa crosses midcourt. Gets in, wraparound pass to Djordjevic. And Shaka Turgut hesitates, puts it up at the stripe. And another offensive rebound. And the rule is that Ivana Razza, who played at the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup recently for Serbia, steps out of bounds. Look at her feet. Razza played her college basketball at Wake Forest University in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. There's a nice bounce pass to Ayuso. She gets it back outside to Gustafson. Stamati drives and a foul called. Down low, I think it's on Djordjevic for the hold on Gustafson. So Gustafson goes to the free throw line, where she's looking to score her first 2 points of the game. Sarah out of the game. And checking in is Evdokia Stamati. So the free throws cut that deficit to 3 points for Olympiacos. This is where Gustafson has to step up. Howard's been taking her to the basket, and she does for the third consecutive time, having no problem scoring against Gustafson down in the paint. Now Gustafson catches it down low and gets it right back. I don't think they want to trade baskets. They have to tighten up defensively. See if they try to go to Howard again. Vatsa hands it off to Djordjevic, and Djordjevic. I mean, this is a layup drill. This is incredible, Fenerbahce. I mean, they are just getting high percentage looks time after time after time. They've obviously scouted Olympiacos and believe that is there to be had, and they are taking advantage. So, meanwhile, an injury, looks like it's Stamati, the Latvian, who's in a little bit of discomfort over there, so hopefully she's going to be okay. So here she is. Oh, no contact. That's not good. Watch again. It's her right. Ooh. Maybe. I'm going to say it's her knee. But it does look like it is the knee. Although they seem to be. Yeah, they're looking at the knee right now. I'd be surprised if we saw her again for the rest of the game. Hopefully she's going to be okay. .24 years of age. Played for Latvia at the FIBA Women's EuroBasket back in 2019 in Serbia. Also, or actually, that was also in Latvia. So that's where she played. And here's a look at some of the highlights from this game so far. Unar getting in on the action early on. Then Shakir Turgut driving. The one, I think, instance where they did not have the layup, but they took the three-pointer and still hit it. And Olympiacos have also been able to get some good looks. Stamati also played at the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup back in 2018 when Latvia qualified and played in Tenerife. So, long-time youth player as well, played for the Latvian under 16, under 18, under 20 teams. So she is through and through a national team player and also a very important player for Olympiacos, but it looks like she's going to be leaving the game here shortly. Came in averaging 8.5 points, 4.5 rebounds. So never a good thing when you do see the players go down with injury. And Saw Bursel Vardarli over there sitting alongside the court wearing a Fenerbahce jersey. Longtime star for Turkey's national team. Here checking out the action, and Fenerbahce coming over as well. They're people just to check on the player to make sure she's going to be okay, to see if they need any assistance. They've immobilized the leg. Looks like they put it into an air cast. Don't want to take any chances at all, just to see what they've got. And hopefully she'll get some treatment immediately. And this is a tough situation for Olympiacos, as they see one of their teammates and close friends have to leave the game injured. But they've still got to play the basketball game and return their focus to the matters at hand, trailing by 5 points against Fenerbahce. So thoughts go to Stamati. Unfortunately, it goes with sports. You usually don't know any players, professionals that ever go make it through without getting injured, some type of injury. And Stamati is obviously pretty emotional right now. She's wheeled off the court, so we'll try to give you an update on that if we get one later on in the game. As it is, Olympiacos have possession and attack the basket again to the left. Gustafsson comes out, passes it out to the corner. Stamati puts it up, and she's short. Now a chance to run for Fenerbahce. Pupa gets in and scores with the left hand. Olivia Pupa. Kylie Shook gets it down low, and again another chance, and this is Pupa's game. She likes to get in the open floor and go. Now she pulls it back out. Howard with the bounce pass collected. Now the three-pointer of Pupa, and the long rebound corralled by Olympiacos. Stamati. And the reach and the foul has been called. So Howard called for the foul. And Gustafsson goes back to the free throw line and misses this one badly, having made her first two. It's almost as if the ball slipped when she shot the first one. She does get the second one to go and cuts it back to a 6-point deficit. And if you're Fenerbahce and you need your first win, you want to be ruthless in this situation. It's a difficult time, obviously, for Olympiacos, losing Stamati, but if you are Fenerbahce, you want to go for the juggler. You don't want to mess around. This Olympiacos team is playing with a little bit of fire right now. And you often see that when a team loses a player and their teammates come out and give that extra effort. Stamati goes up, gets it to Shook, and Shook puts it up, loses it. In fact, as she goes up, and now Pupa rebounds and runs cross court, and three-point shot not there. And now the rebound. Stamati doing her version of the rebound and run, and kicks it out to the corner. Nicola Polo misses. No, excuse me, that was a Yuso. Spridopoulos called for the foul. They inbound the basketball. They got to get it up. They do, and the three-pointer. How about that? Her Fenerbahce. I'm not sure that's how they drew it up, but they'll take it. Says, come on, we don't have time, get it up. And that's exactly what they do. And they get the three-point shot. It is a good one from Merv Iden. And her first 3 points of the game take Fenerbahce. On top of Olympiacos here on game day 3 in the EuroLeague Women. Both of these teams have had a very slow start to the season, each team losing twice. Fenerbahce coming off a double overtime defeat in their last game and looking to shake off the rust for good. No Emma Messaman today, but plenty of talent on the floor, and it's Ratza that gets her first 2 points. Ivana Ratza. So 9.5 minutes to go. Ratza's mother and father were both basketball players, has a sister, plays basketball, hails from the great basketball country of Serbia. It's coached by Malkovic. Serbia national team coach. Now Stokes with the rebound, gets it to a Pupa. Everything's looked much better with a Pupa out on the floor for Fenerbahce, and then Djordjevic rather hustles down the floor and is fouled by Spiridopoulou. Look at Pupa. Ever since the France international has come into the game, it has been a different look. She's got 2 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, and has really played with a lot of fire. Now there's a timeout called by Olympiacos as they look to stop the bleeding here before this thing gets out of hand. Well, the big story for Olympiacos today is the loss of Stamati. Looked like she suffered a knee injury just past the midpoint of the first quarter and had to be carted off of the floor, taken back to the locker room where she's being looked at. But obviously it's a tough moment for her, tough moment for Olympiacos, but they're just going to have to fight through it, try to regain their concentration here against a Fenerbahce team that, again, wants to protect the home court today, must protect the home court and get the win. Djordjevic gets the first to go. And the second as well. Another of the Serbian internationals playing for Marina Malkovic. Gustafson back in the game. Number 5 is Stamati, and Stokes with the rebound. And this game is heading in the wrong direction for the team from Piraeus. Well, there's 1 second on the shot clock for Fenerbahce. They'll maintain possession. Aydin had it knocked away by Ayu. So Aydin hit that three-pointer right at the end of the first quarter, but she was looking to make the move to the basket. She goes out. Here's Ratza, and Ratza misses everything. Oh, very close to another turnover. Ayuso, and it is a turnover, and it was Ratza who had her hands up. So good work from Ivana Ratza, and Djordjevic as well playing the deny, and then Gustafson whistled for the foul. Got into a little bit of martial arts there against Ratza. I was looking for the takedown. But this lead cannot get any bigger for Fenerbahce if you're an Olympiacos coach or player or a fan. They are going for the jugular right now, and Apupa gets inside, and that is where they've done most of their damage, right there at the basket. 32-17. We're seeing the Fenerbahce that we expected to see at the start of the season. And now Djordjevic reaches in and looked like almost an unsportsmanlike there. Apupa takes it all the way for the layup. And Fenerbahce now doubling up Olympiacos 34-17, and the Reds have to call another timeout. And Gustafson looked fortunate. Well, I guess she kind of fell as if she was going for the basketball, but it almost was not a basketball play, perhaps flirting with an unsportsmanlike, but it doesn't matter as Fenerbahce has stretched their big lead up to 17. So Olympiacos called timeout, and we're looking now at the Fenerbahce bench. Maybe the most encouraging aspect of this game for Fenerbahce is I think we're reminded that even without Emma Messaman, when you have Malkovic out there, you know her teams are going to be very good defensively. As the season goes on, they will get better and better, but also identifying they want to get good shots every time down the floor, and they are getting not just good shots, they're getting great shots. I mean, they are shooting 76.47% inside the arc. In fact, they're 2 of 9 from three-point range, but they've made so many shots inside the arc. I can't even remember them taking too many threes other than the ones they made, Howard and Aydin. But Aydin did miss a couple. Howard did miss a 3. Onar and Ratza each missed 3s, as did Stokes and Apupa. Oh, that's coming right out of the timeout and stroking it from three-point range for Olympiacos. Evdokia Stamati. Right. Oh, boy, she is a scoring machine. Comes out, puts it up and in. And now the steal and the easy one for Shakra Turgut, and that is just almost unforgivable for Olympiacos, just kind of falling apart. A very sloppy play by Aina Ayuso. Just digging that hole a little bit deeper. Ayuso goes behind her back. Did not get it across midcourt in time. Another turnover. Didn't seem like she took that long. But the shot clock does not lie. Djordjevic from downtown. Malkovich probably easing up on the orders about getting it down low with their team up by 18 points. Shook had the opportunity to post up Apupa and drew the foul from the French point guard. I'm not sure there's a more ideal player to bring off the bench than Apupa to inject some energy, some speed, some pace, some aggression into your team. That is what she has done since she came into the game. So Djordjevic reaches in and commits the foul. And the Malkovich already wearing the colorful attire over there on the bench, looking on, and the foul called on Shook. So McBride will now get a couple of free throws. Kayla McBride, number 21, goes out and makes the first. Now 30 years of age. Comes in averaging 20.5 points, 4.5 rebounds a game. Takes it up to the biggest lead of the game for Fenerbahce, 20. Ayuso all the way. Well, Fenerbahce got a little bit mixed up or lost on defense there, and Ayuso had a wide open layup. Shaker Turgut. Out it goes, and the three-pointer not there for Onar. Well, they're going to like their chances of at least having a chance to come back if Fenerbahce start putting up a lot more shots from the perimeter. Gustafsson, and that was long. Evdokia Stamati called for the foul. Here comes now Fenerbahce attacking the basket again, putting it off the glass and in with a twisting layup, which I guess goes as a reverse layup the way she scored it. Onar taking it up to a 42-22 lead here in Istanbul, the city where East meets West, the city where Olympiacos have met a very good Fenerbahce team. And Gustafsson goes up for the offensive rebound and scores and puts it up back to an 18-point game. McBride fouled by Evdokia Stamati. So McBride goes back to the free throw line. She's already got 6 points. Make it 7. And now has 8 points as Fenerbahce just take a stranglehold on this contest. Ayuso again gets down low, and she's got a chance for a three-point play. Fouled from behind by Apupa. Well, clever play by Ayuso. And trims the deficit to 17. Now from the corner, Howard flies in for the rebound. Ratza with the miss, and Howard, she's just really dominated down low. She's got 13 points. See if Ayuso goes all the way. No, not this time. Gustafson fouled by Howard. So that's the second time that we've seen Howard go up and foul Gustafson, but I don't think they'll be hitting the panic button. Up 19 points. Pretty much where Gustafson's been getting all of her points. She did have one basket, but otherwise she's been getting to the free throw line. And the free throws make it once again a 17-point lead. Now the drive and the pass back outside. Onar short, and Shook with the rebound. And here comes Shook. Shook from a long way out. Gustafson with the offensive rebound and putback. And now back to a 15-point game. Well, you got to play all 40 minutes. And it didn't look good for Olympiacos there for a while, but they've been at least been able to get it 5 points off that deficit. They got to get stops here, though, and they're not getting many as Howard scores once again. 48 points already for Fenerbahce, and we've still got just under 3 minutes remaining to go in this first half. Diela with the foul, number 16, checked into the game. Driving in, missing the layup, Stamati, but the follow there from Shook. Stamati missed. Shook with the layup to get it back to 15, but again, another layup given away by Olympiacos. They're not going to like looking back at the game tape of this, seeing how many layups they've given away, shots in the paint. Gustafsson goes up. Howard, open floor, hands it off to Ratza, back to Howard. And once again, another layup. $15 fast break points for Fenerbahce. And now the air ball. Shaka Turgut. Now. Kia Stokes. And Ular drills it from downtown. 55 points for Fenerbahce in this first quarter. And the layup missed by Shook. Gustafsson. Now Ayuso. Gustafsson. Tough angle, makes it look easy. The drive and the pass intended for Howard. Shaka Turgut thinks somebody from Olympiacos got a hand on it to deflect it out of bounds. Georgios, meanwhile, comes back in. And with a 20-point deficit, 24.8 seconds to go, seeing some full court pressure here from Fenerbahce. And the travel is the result. Stamalambro wasn't comfortable when she caught the basketball. Excuse me, that was Ayuso. So Ayuso got it to Gustafsson, and here's Ayuso. And just kind of shuffled her feet as she tried to avoid Shaka Turgut. McBride into the paint. Well, still get another chance, Olympiacos. And Shaka Turgut reaches around and commits the foul. So they had fouls to give. Olympiacos should still be able to get off a good shot here. Eleni Sira fouled on that play. In fact, no, now they're over the limit, and Sira misses the free throw. So Fenerbahce might have another chance if they can rebound the miss here, or even if she makes it, get it up the floor, get a good shot. I'll be surprised if it's McBride that launches it. Although it's probably going to be Onar. No, she gets it to McBride, and she misses from the wing. She won't be fretting too much. Her team is in command. 55-36 at halftime over Olympiacos. Fenerbahce 55, Olympiacos 36 at the break. 55-36, Fenerbahce on top of Olympiacos here at halftime. They broke open the game late in the first quarter, started to put some distance between themselves and Olympiacos, and then Fenerbahce continued to do that, outscoring their opponents 29-19 in that second quarter. It has been a pretty straightforward approach by Fenerbahce, getting a lot of good shots. So second half action is underway, and Olympiacos have to inbound it again, and they do. They get it to Shook, and there's no time like the present for the Reds to start making inroads into this deficit if they want to make this a game. Fenerbahce in command right now. They try to get Gustafsson involved immediately. Gustafsson appealing to the referee to give her team the ball, but the ruling is the ball went out of bounds off of Olympiacos. Ojai Shakur. Taylor McBride picks it up, back over to Djordjevic. And driving in and scoring with another layup, Onar, who has been a handful for this Olympiacos team today. Wide open three, a little long. Gustafsson battling away with all the Fenerbahce players, comes up with the basketball, then Shook doesn't get much elevation on her jump and gets swatted. Shakur, her pass out to McBride on the wing, down low, goes to Djordjevic, and then she's weak going up against Shook. Ends up getting it back, and just even on the offensive rebounds and putbacks, they're getting some layups. And the lead goes to 59-36. And the bump and the foul called on Shakur Turgut. Well, it comes with the territory sometimes. She was reaching in, playing defense, and just kind of banged her nose off the head of the driver. Stamati missing with that attempt. Now McBride into the corner. Kia Stokes. Now Onar. And they share the basketball, but run out of time. Down low it goes, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay at this end with 11 on the shot clock. So Olympiacos trailing by 23 points and not really looking dangerous in terms of a potential comeback until we saw the jump shot fall for Gustafsson. That was a 2, back to 21. But they've got to try to do something at this end of the floor where they have really been lacking today. And Shakur Turgut drives in and is fouled by Shook. He gave you the baseline. So Shakhtar Turgut makes 1 of 2, goes up to 22-point lead. Stamati, another long jump shot, this time a 3. And Evdokia Stamati cuts the deficit back to 19 points. Shakhtar Turgut, she got to the rim, then hands it off to Stokes. Unselfish basketball, but Stokes probably should have done better there. Stamati for 3. Count it! How about that? Back-to-back for Stamati. Evdokia Stamati, and leading to a timeout by Marina Malkovic. So a little life being shown by Olympiacos. Find the hot hand. It's number 5, and let her launch it. As Stamati all of a sudden has 9 points, and the whiff of the comeback is in the air for Olympiacos. So Malkovic wants to nip that in the bud. Well, Stamati came into this game averaging 0.8 points per game. She didn't score in the first 3, including the first, for Olympiacos. In fact, she hasn't scored in the last 3 games coming into this one. Scored 1. She had a 3-pointer in the qualifying, but hey, she's got the hot hands to get it back to her. But the bigger issue is trying to get some stops, which Olympiacos haven't been able to do all game long. Natasha Howard has absolutely dominated them down low with her low post game. There's Stamati this time with the drive, tries to pass, intercepted. McBride takes it all the way, and fortunately for Olympiacos, she misses. Ooh, Ayuso goes behind the back. Gustafson. Shake and bake from Shook. Well, Stamati again. Hey, just keep putting up the 3-pointers, and Malkovic just throws her hands up. You are looking at one heck of a hot player right now. Stamati has cut the deficit to 15 single-handedly. She now has 12 points. I mean, you would almost be foolish not to go back to Stamati to try to get her open for another 3, because the way she's shooting it, it doesn't look like she's going to miss. Howard drives in, misses, and then follows it up. I mean, Olympiacos just very weak with their interior defense. I mean, absolutely no resistance whatsoever. Just giving away everything. Stamati again with a drive, same result. No, this time she's able to get it to Gustafson, who scores. You got to get back on defense, and then you got to play defense. Here's McBride, fouled while shooting. Nope. The ruling is there was no contact. And McBride thinks otherwise as she argues with the referee, but to no avail. Gustafson comes back to help out on the inbounds. And Olympiacos need to find Stamati at the earliest opportunity. Get her a screen. Oh, Gustafson's going to put it up for 3. And that would have made it more interesting. That would have got it to 12. And the the pass goes off of Stokes and back to Olympiacos. No, I couldn't see a foul, to be honest, on those replays. There might be a better replay out there that would show it, but we certainly didn't see it. Ayuso runs into the double, gets rid of it to Gustafsson, and the three-point shot, not there. For Diela. Howard. Akupa, one of the smallest players on the court, gets the rebound. And then Howard comes up with a layup. I mean, just the slow reactions, the lack of intensity at this end of the floor for Olympiacos, getting those loose balls, rebounds, defense, it's just not there. Gustafsson spins, puts it up, and, Diela puts it up and in. Gustafsson picks up the foul. That's going to be on Shook, I think. It's on Diela, in fact. And now, another foul called, and McBride takes the punishment and will go to the line. A little bit theatrics there, I think, from McBride. And we just can't get a defensive rebound. Look at that, another one. McBride drives, puts it up. Another offensive rebound for Djordjevic. It'll stay at this end. The rebounding numbers are just going to be alarming for Olympiacos. Apparently they have 12, but it sure doesn't seem that way. 15 offensive rebounds. And there's Stamati, so at least it's good to see her on the bench with the crutches. There's McBride. So about the fifth or sixth shot, that trip down the floor, and it goes in, and Bursel Fidarli looks on and is pleased. Foul call. I tell you what, if you turn the clock back and remember how good Fidarli was, she was absolutely magical out on the basketball court with her defense. And I dare say that she would have been a really good player under Malkovich, playing that type of defense, chasing opponents. Had that incredible Eurobasket women in 2011. Up the turnover, and here comes McBride. Open floor, the layup is good. And McBride now with 12 points. And the lead goes back to 21. Good defense of Pupa. Been resting. She's fresh. And once again, just brings energy from the bench. Stamati for three, and now she's heating up again. Her 5th three-pointer. Wow, this is just an incredible shooting performance from her, but it doesn't matter as Olympiacos give away another layup. This time, Djordjevic. We want to get excited about Stamati, but every time she does something like that, there's a quick response from Fenerbahce to score at the other end. And just a lot of work to be done defensively for Olympiacos. Granted, I mean, they are playing against a very talented team, so that has a lot to do with it. But even so, they've got to be able to box out a little bit more and be a little bit tougher to score on down lows. Stamati fouled. Ida's going to check back in the game. Hit that three-pointer right at the end of the first quarter. With a minute and a half remaining here in the third quarter, she comes in for Djordjevic. Pass intended for Gustafsson, but it goes over her and into the hands of Aiden. Apupa drives in. Gustafsson hands it off. So that was Apupa reaching in and committing the foul. Well, you look at Olympiacos and Fenerbahce the rest of the way. Fenerbahce particularly, it looks like they're really going to just march to victory in this one. Olympiacos are scoring, but they're not stopping. Fenerbahce will follow this one up with a trip to Italy where they'll take on Virtus Segafredo Bologna on November 15th. And then they will play again on here in this court against USK Praha on December 7th. That'll be a real test. Then, of course, Fenerbahce will have a difficult game, you would think, at Valencia, the Valencia basketball club in Spain. Then they'll go up against Borges as well, one of the powerhouses, playing the game of the week tonight. And then it'll be against Polkovice. They'll try to get revenge on January 4th. On January 11th, they'll be at home against Atamaremu, Skezard, and a lot of games. A lot of games for them to turn things around after this 0-2 start, but they need to get the win tonight. And lo and behold, another offensive rebound. Apupa from the stripe, just making it look easy. Apupa's been outstanding tonight. And the foul called on Shakir Turgut. I mean, what a great place to play basketball, to live, Istanbul, the culture, the food. And this is a city that really does appreciate good basketball. They've got great basketball, both men's and women's teams. This country does. And who knows, I'm guessing that as we get later in the season, we'll look back at this point as the starting point for when Fenerbahce really started to take the gloves off and go after teams, because they have been merciless today against this Olympiacos team. It looked like the Reds were in too soon there, but they're going to allow the free throw. So back to a 77-58 lead for Fenerbahce, who are only going to get stronger when you consider Emma Messaman is going to play for them once she's gotten over her injury woes. Marco called for the foul there with the bump. The unnecessary bump. And Ratza goes to the line and makes the first. And the second. .4 seconds to go in this third quarter. And the bump and foul called on Ivana Ratza. And Malkovich trying to coach her up. Well, you're getting some coaching from Marina Malkovich. You just have to, doesn't matter what you think, just listen to her because she will tell you the truth. And Gustafsson goes to the line, makes the first. And the second. Olympiacos will be thinking what might have been if they just been able to. You know what? Sometimes you know if you don't feel like you can guard this Fenerbahce team one-on-one, you might just want to sag a little bit, try to take away that interior game because they just have not done that at all. Here's Fenerbahce missing the three right at the end, but they are in a commanding position. Fenerbahce lead at 79-60 over Olympiacos at the end of three. Well, Natasha Howard has 23 points to lead Fenerbahce 3 quarters into this one. They have gotten a lot of good contributions from Kayla McBride, really turned it on in that third quarter. She's got 12 points, 11 for Alpri Onar, 8 for Olivia Apupa. And yeah, it's about right. You know, Apupa plus 15 efficiency, which is second on the team behind Howard at plus 28. Apupa has really made a difference in this game today when she's entered. She just plays 1 or 2 steps faster than her teammates, the opposition. She looks strong in the open floor, good on defense. She's confident taking her shot. Kia Stokes also has not scored, but she had 7 rebounds. Aydin has the 4 points. Remember, she hit the 3. And Nina Djordjevic 8 points. Ivana Ratza 6 points. So you look at the numbers so far, and pretty good shooting for both teams, especially for Fenerbahce, 33 of 63 overall. Inside the arc, 30 of 45. But they have also got 32 rebounds. 16, half of their rebounds have come on the offensive glass, and that has been a major problem for Olympiacos. Howard has it taken away. Ayuso crosses midcourt. Gets in, and she had a decent look. She tried to go with her left hand. Now here's Apupa, fresh off the praise for me. Look at that beautiful bounce pass. Boy, Olivia Apupa is balling today. She is looking fantastic. Into the corner. Stepping up. Samlambro missing. So Apupa has 5 assists to go with her 8 points. She's only got 1 steal, but she's very disruptive on defense. talk about not just Emma Messerman coming back for this team, but Elena Yagapova also in this team, this Fenerbahce team. So it will be a force to be reckoned with. Offensive foul, turns it back over to the visitors from Greece. So a hold called on Kayla McBride. Well, they pass up ahead the defense. Nice handoff. And Shook in a position where she's got to at least get to the free throw line in that situation. Just did not go up strong enough. Apupa. Well, missed everything there. If you're going to put up an air ball, put it up when you're up 21 points. Nice spin move by Ayuso. Stamati. McBride didn't want to give away anything. They've seen what she can do in that third quarter. Oh, she does give it away, and she pays the price. Stamati. She is putting on a clinic from three-point range today. Absolutely phenomenal display. And look at that. They get such good looks down low that Howard can just pass it to Apupa, who's able to put it up and in. Well, stressing the positives for Olympiacos, Evdokia Stamati with 6 of 7 from three-point range today. I mean, she's, you're getting her the basketball when she gets off the bench. You just put it up. Howard goes out. Stamati's out. So don't see any three-pointers from her in the next short while. Surely she'll come back in. And that three attempt no good for Olympiacos from Spiridopoulou. McBride catches it. Goes for the steal. Ayuso again. Shook open and long. Shook having a tough game today. McBride misses. Shook just 3 of 12 from the floor. And Ayuso now, she got in and missed the layup. Shakra Turgut to the other end and elects to bring it back out. Now she hands it off to Djordjevic, who is fouled by Ayuso. And boy, was she ever fouled. She was wrapped up by Ayuso. Shook goes out. Ayuso goes out. Stamati is back in, so get back on that three-point shooting wagon. Let's go. Elena Sierra reaches in and commits the foul. Just a touch foul, but they've called it. There goes Shakra Turgut again. Gets down low, gets swatted, taken away by Gustafsson, and now in the open floor. And you got to find Stamati. And Gustafsson there for the follow. Good hustle from the big. He had Stamati, though, wide open out on the wing. Could have gotten her the basketball and let her continue her three-point shooting onslaught. Olympiacos trailing by 18 points, just under 6 minutes remaining. Ivana Ratza. Stokes into the corner, and Gustafsson picks up the basketball, gets it over. Now, Sarah double dribbled. Yeah, she was kind of in passing mode, and that's what she was saying. I was passing it, and you weren't coming, but I don't think she needed to pass there. That's back out of the game. Malkovich continues to work that rotation. Her team up by 18 points. Well, that's an unusual turnover. Oh no, saying that Shaka Turgut kind of threw an elbow, kind of hooked, getting position. There drives in, nice play. Back to a 16-point deficit. Fenerbahce have not blown the doors off this, but McBride just goes right back and gets the 2 points. Gustafsson crosses and kind of fell asleep with Iden coming from behind, and now the foul called. So the foul was not called there. Anyway, not sure what that call was, but timeout has been called. Olympiacos trailing by 18. They want to talk things over, how they want to play the last 5 minutes. One thing they have done well in their previous 2 defeats is they've continued to battle away and to draw closer. Gustafsson asking for the basketball. They get it to Stamati for 3. Another 3-point shot has made this a respectable deficit for Olympiacos, back to a 15-point game. Get a stop here and go down and hit another 3. Vanadratsa hands it off to Howard, who then launches the 3 and misses everything. Well, you got Stamati on the court. You got Stamati and Gustafsson put up the 3s. No, Stamati goes in as fouled by Djordjevic. Well, if you're Stamati, you don't want to be a one-trick pony, just known for your 3-point shooting. So I guess you can get to the free throw line. I don't want to say she's a revelation because she's been around, but nevertheless, her performance today has been utterly brilliant offensively. And she makes both free throws to cut it to a 13-point deficit. Evdokia Stamati, 38 years of age. Not possible to be a revelation at 38. Traveling is the call. And a chance now for Olympiacos to pull to within 10 if they can hit a 3. Just a very frustrating turnover for Olympiacos. I mean, this game was, for all intents and purposes, over. But the shooting of Olympiacos and some lackadaisical play from Fenerbahce has left them with some work to do. And if Olympiacos could learn how to get a defensive rebound, they would be really with a chance to come back and win this game. So they do come up and force the turnover. Stamati has it and then turns it over, gives it right back. And Howard drives in, gets blocked. Gustafsson comes down with the basketball. Ayuso has it. Finds Stamati. No, Gustafsson's not going to mess around. She's going to hit the three-pointer. We've got a 10-point game. This is insane, folks. There is absolutely no way Olympiacos should be within 10 points right now. And Fenerbahce have really taken their foot off the pedal. As you look at Emma Messaman from the baseline seat, looking on, almost as if to say, come on, guys. This is ridiculous. But Olympiacos have indeed closed to within 10 points. And, hey, you know what? If you can hit some three-point shots, you can shoot yourself right back into it. They are 8 of 20 from three-point range. They've also done a great job at the free throw line, hitting 15 of 18. And where they've really been hurt is turning the basketball over, because Fenerbahce have punished them with 21 points off turnovers. And also the failure to get rebounds, because Fenerbahce have 23 second chance points compared to just 10 for Olympiacos. Some of the men's Fenerbahce players in the house watching this game. Carson Edwards sitting in the stands. So Nigel Hayes-Davis, we just saw him. There is a foul. So McBride takes it back up to an 11-point lead. And a 12-point lead. Shook back in the game. Under 3 minutes remaining. The clock is the enemy right now for this Olympiacos team. They don't have much time. They've got to take some shots and make them. Stamati. And another two for her. She is just not missing today. Phenomenal display. 20. Just double checking here. 24 points. And Fenerbahce just go right back to the other end. McBride scoring 26 points for Gustafsson. 24 for Stamati. And Olivia Pupa reaches in and commits the foul. It didn't look like much of a foul to me. Gustafsson will go to the free throw line. And she's definitely gotten her points today. She's got 27 points. She also has 10 rebounds. But defensively is where she and her teammates have just not been able to compete in that low post. Especially with Fenerbahce today. So McBride fouled by Ayuso. And McBride makes him pay. Shook. Hands it off to Stamati. Did she get it off in time? I think she did. And a rare miss from her. Good finish. Oh boy, that ball took a trip around the rim and it fell for Gustafsson to get it back to a 10-point game. If they could just summon something strong within and play some defense and get the basketball back, they might be able to make a run, but they haven't been able to do it all game long. Look at this. And a little dump down low to McBride again. And the lead goes back to 12. Stamati at the line. The Ayuso, the Spaniard. Seen some good things from her today. Of course, she's played for all the Spain teams at youth level. There's Yagapova. I mean, it just doesn't seem fair that Fenerbahce could have such a powerful lineup that we've seen today. They haven't played great. They've played well enough today to win decisively, although they've kind of faded in this fourth quarter, but they do have just such incredible firepower that's going to come into the team with Yagapova and Emma Messaman. You know, the question is this going to be the year that Fenerbahce go all the way? Here's McBride. Stamati plays some D, forced to travel, 44.9 seconds remaining. We'll get it down to a single-digit deficit. And then you can leave and realize if only we'd played better D. The three-pointer is good. It's a 7-point game. Stamalambro. Wow. Quickly to the other end and scoring Onar. Well, people can look at this final score and think it was a close game, and really it wasn't, but this is just an incredible display by Stamati. I mean, she's getting close to like record-breaking shooting, the way she's put it up today. Unbelievable from Stamati. Here's Ayuso. Not going to count. Yes, it would have. Well, give them credit. They came out and really laid the wood to Olympiacos in the second and third quarters, especially And Fenerbahce, meanwhile, despite being outscored 29-16, claim a 95-89 victory. Well, you have to really, despite the win for Fenerbahce, you have to talk about Evdokia Stamati hitting 7 3-pointers today. It says 7 of 8. I think she might be 7 of 9. But anyway, just an absolute brilliant performance from her. And that could be a game changer for this Olympiacos team. You see Emma Messamon come out, as well as Elena Yagapova, to celebrate with the team their first victory in the EuroLeague women. But Natasha Howard with the 23 points, just a terrific performance from her. Kayla McBride had the big second half. She finished with 22. Onar 15. Apupa was 10 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, couple of steals. And it was blowout city for a while. But give Olympiacos credit, even though they never really knuckled down on defense, they came back. They played, and they almost made it interesting right at the end. You never really felt like they were going to overturn the deficit, but they indeed did come back. Gustafsson had 30 points. So Stamati, despite going 7 of 8 from deep, 9 of 12 overall, finished second leading scorer. Gustafsson also had 10 rebounds to go with her 30 points. But as they go back to the drawing board, and again, even though they didn't stop this Fenerbahce team really at any point in this game, they hung with them, and they'll know that if they can get better defensively, they'll be able to compete. And that has to be the priority right now for Olympiacos, because they've definitely got enough on offense to come out and compete with these other teams, but they've got to play better defense. Granted, Messamon and Yagapova will be game changers for this Fenerbahce team. When they come in, this will go from a formidable team to an awesome team. And again, we're hopeful that Strautmani is going to be okay. She left with a knee injury in that first quarter. So you look at the shooting numbers. Fenerbahce 36 of 56, 64.3% inside the arc. They had 11 more rebounds. Feels like they had about 20 more, but 11 more rebounds. Just a couple more assists. Actually, Olympiacos had 1 more block. And points in the paint. And I think this was the biggest indication of how they had it their own way offensively. 64 points scored in the paint for Fenerbahce today, compared to 34 for Olympiacos. So they led by as many as 23 points. They ended up winning by 6 points. Fenerbahce win it 95-89 over Olympiacos. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Geçmiş olsun yavrum.